Hidden psychology. The mental world of lost civilizations, friends. Have you ever thought that the people of lost civilizations were not just builders of bricks, stones, and buildings, but just like us? They also dreamed, feared, loved, hoped, and lived in fear. Their thoughts, their behaviors, and their mental state are in fact the real secrets that can still teach us so much today. When we look at ruins, we see the secrets hidden in bricks and stones. But the question is, what was the mental world behind them like? Today we will try to peek into that world. Welcome to Chronicles of Time. Friends, when we read about any civilization, the first thing we notice are their great structures. The pyramids of Egypt, the temples of Greece, the magical ruins of the Mayans. But the truth is, these were not just stones. Behind these stones was human thought. It is thought that creates new worlds. This thought either takes humanity forward or pushes it backward. If the thought is positive, it leads to progress. But if it gets trapped in fear and superstition, the whole nation falls into decline. That is why understanding the psychology of old civilizations can show us the path not only of the past, but also of our present and future. Ancient Europe, fears and hopes. In Europe's ancient tribes, religion and rituals were not just acts of worship, but the very center of life. For them, every natural disaster was a divine message. If it didn't rain, they thought God was angry. If lightning struck, they saw it as heavenly wrath. This fear ruled their everyday lives. From growing crops to hunting, from marriage to war, every decision was made under the shadow of these gods' anger. But friends, it wasn't just fear. These people also dreamed. They believed that by offering sacrifices, the coming generations would live in peace. Their hope was to give their children a better future. This blend of fear and hope is the true picture of their psychology. Ancient America. Dreams and the future. The ancient civilizations of America, such as the Maya and Inca, wove dreams into their collective stories. They believed that their hard work and sacrifices would bring light to the generations to come. In their tales, we often find dreams of a future where their nation stood at the peak of greatness and success. These very dreams kept them strong in times of difficulty. When famine struck, when enemies attacked, when disease spread, these dreams gave their hearts courage. You must have seen that in their ruins. There are large plazas and temples. These were not only places of worship, but also spaces for collective dreaming. There, the whole community would gather, dance, sing, and remind each other that they were not alone. They lived for a greater purpose. The story. The Dreaming Stone. Friends, in one region of Europe, a mysterious stone was found with strange symbols carved on it. These symbols did not look like ordinary writing. When experts studied it, they believed the symbols expressed people's dreams and fears. It seemed as if someone had imprisoned their inner fears onto the stone. Maybe these were nightmares they wanted to prevent from becoming reality. Or maybe they were hopes they left behind for future generations, so they would know what pain and what hopes they had lived through. This story tells us that mankind has always sought ways to express the inner world. Signs of hidden psychology. To understand the psychology of ancient civilizations, we need to look at their rituals, images, sacrifices, and music. Rituals. Their festivals reflected their mental fears and joys. Sacrifices. These were not only to please the gods, but also a source of psychological relief. Images on walls. These were windows into their dreams and fears. Music and dance. These were ways to keep their collective emotions alive. In ancient civilizations, the individual had little importance. The true power lay in the tribe and the community. A person was nothing without the tribe. This collective mindset was both their strength and their stagnation. But friends, where there is strength, there are weaknesses too. The people of ancient civilizations were bound in fear. They believed natural disasters were their fate and that they could not resist them. This fear limited their progress. Their unshakable faith was also a weakness. Instead of seeking new truths, they became trapped in old rituals. That is why, when challenges came, they collapsed. Their psychological weaknesses were a major reason for their downfall. Lessons for today, friends. The psychology of lost civilizations is actually our mirror. The fears they held in their hearts are the same fears we carry today. The dreams they saw are the same dreams we see. The only difference is that they carved their dreams into stones, while we hide them in technology. But dreams are still dreams. Even if times change, they remain the true need of the human mind. If we do not recognize our own psychological weaknesses, we too can be buried in the ruins of history. A powerful mind is what creates a powerful nation. The journey is not over, friends. This was just a glimpse into the mental world of lost civilizations. But the journey is not yet over. In the next video, we will search for the answer to a new question. Lost civilizations. Did they really disappear? Did they just vanish? Or do they still live on in some form in our world today? This secret we will uncover together. So stay with us. And if you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to Chronicles of Time.